Okay, so it's that time of year again. It went from summer, 78 degrees on Saturday, to snowing last night, very lightly, but still it was 31 degrees. So I had to rush and get the plows put on those two trucks, just in case I did have to plow. And now I do a couple parking lots that do have salting, so in case I needed to salt. So this video is going to consist of a couple different things. Getting these two trucks updated, not updated, I shouldn't say that, but getting them maintained and ready for winter. Doesn't require a whole lot, just greasing the plows, making sure the plow fluids are all topped off. I think this, I might need to fix one of the plugs. I might just need to tape it up, I don't know. And then just the other day, I got this truck delivered to me. So now I have 3 trucks in the fleet. This is the newest one. It's a 2016 Chevy 3500. It is a regular cab 8-foot bed, which was quite the hard thing to find right now, a reliable, consistent, good regular cab 8-foot bed. Because I didn't, for the work trucks, the company trucks, I don't need to have the extended cab. The maroon truck is my daily driver, so I wanted the extended cab for that. But back to this. It's kind of funny. It was a Mako special on the paint job. It's originally a white truck. You can see in the wheel wells. And the company that had it before me painted it yellow. Like I said, a Mako special where they don't tape anything off. They just paint right over everything. And you can see some of the remnants of that in random spots. And like the paint is chipping here and there. The yellow paint is chipping, not the white. I don't know if I'm going to try and get the yellow off or not, or just leave it. But with this truck, I'm going to be putting ladder racks on here. I got a new hitch for this truck, so I'm not swapping from truck to truck. This truck is getting another Western MVP3 V plow on this truck. I decided to, here's a little thing. This is an MVP3 8.5 foot with a poly blade. So this right here is poly. And I've been liking it a lot because the snow doesn't stick to it, and when I windrow, so I angle the blade all the way one way, it throws the snow off quite a bit, so I really like it. Whereas with steel blades, the snow has a habit of sticking to it. So they don't have the poly in stock, and it won't be in stock for like 5 months, and that's the end of winter. So I'm getting a stainless steel skin on this one. This is an 8.5 foot. This truck is actually going to get a 9.5 foot installed on it. But I'm not going to actually run the 9.5 foot on this truck, because this is going to primarily be doing smaller parking lots and driveways. And a 9.5 foot blade on a driveway is very cumbersome. So I'm going to take the 8.5 on this one, put it on that, and then take the 9.5 from that and put it onto that truck. Because with that truck, I'm going to primarily be doing parking lots, larger parking lots, and the 9.5 foot will definitely help with that. And I'm obsessed with these MVP3 plows. The higher wings help it from blowing onto the truck, and then just the V plow itself is so much more efficient than these straight blades. This truck is going to be strictly just driveways unless we need help in the parking lots. So yeah, I'll have 3 trucks growing this year. I lined them all up because I wanted to see them lined up, but it's also a little interesting. I kind of figured, here, let's go across the front right here. So these are all in line. Yeah, I can't really go by that, but let's go by the mirrors. I lined it up by the mirrors. So this truck right here is probably 1.5 inches forward from this truck, if you're going by that. And then you go out back, this axle is, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 inches forward from this axle. So that helps with this truck because it's going to have a tighter turning radius. But the overall end from this bumper to this bumper, mind you, the mirrors are about, this truck is about an inch and a half forward up there. But from bumper to bumper here, there's only like a 2-inch difference. So I don't know all the measurements. I'm sure online they'll say it, but this truck really is only about 6 inches shorter than that truck, which I wouldn't have thought it. But I mean, it's got extended cab, 6.5 foot bed, regular cab, 8 foot bed. So yeah. All right, I've been blabbering a lot. Like I said, this video is going to kind of consist of maintenance in these 2 plows. That truck actually needs an oil change, so it's probably going to include the oil change for this. I'm going to go over some stuff with the Bobcat because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be keeping that on one of the parking lots as well. And getting the concrete buckets and stuff ready. Perfect. Little gasket in the way. Or I shouldn't say in the way, it's where it's supposed to be, but it needs to get pushed further back. Now it's right on. There we go. There's the light. There's the lights. Well, I got the grease gun ready to try and grease some fit-ins, but then I remembered that these plows don't have grease fit-ins. Like all these right here, these big pins are just, I don't know, call it a dry fitting everywhere. Forgot about that. So what I do with that, and it looks like I did it at the end of the year, last year for this plow, is spray them with white lithium grease. So it looks like this one was done, like I said, the end of the year last year. So I'll end up having to do this one. So I'll have to find the lithium grease and go through this. I don't know why they don't do grease fit-ins. I would think that it would help with longevity. I don't know. This is probably overkill. I know probably a ton of people don't even do this, but I don't want to be replacing plow parts. Plows are expensive enough. Come on, Leaf, get out of there. There. I got up here. Did I get all the moving parts? Back here I can't do while it's on the truck. There's just no way I get into it. Tell ya, you never want to bend one of these centering pins. On one of my old plows I did. That was a bad day. A lot of work to get it out and changed. Alright, now I gotta check the fluids. Okay, so anyone that doesn't know how to check the fluid on these plows, the V plows at least, this is exactly what I'm told. You want to have the truck sitting as level as possible. You want to have the A-frame of the plow sitting as level as possible. You want to have the plow as straight as possible, and you want to have it straight against the truck. So you don't want to have it windrowed one way or the other. You don't want to have it V'd or scooped. And then to check, you go back here. There is a plug right here, and it is, come on, get my socket on there, or get my wrench on there. It is a 7/16, right? Yeah, 7/16. Yeah, I'm gonna need two hands because I'm kind of reaching over it, so I'm gonna put the camera down, hopefully where it can see. So all you do is take this plug out. And I probably put it in too tight last year. Wow. Yeah. I am bending my wrench. Let me get another one. Alright, I got a different wrench. An actual old wrench, solid. They're a little more trusted. Yeah, I definitely put this on too strong, or too much last year. There it goes. Alright, so what you do with this is, all you want it to do is just be right up to the level of the port. And I think it is good. Let's get the light out. Yep, I am right there. So this one does not need any. Let's put this back on and not go as tight. That's all. This plow, very similar. You can't V it, so you just want the A-frame as level as possible, the truck as level as possible, and the plow straight across. And there is a port on this over, where is it on this one? So this pump was actually replaced. Oh, okay, it's right here on the side. I need both hands for that as well. Where is this gonna fit there? I think. Wow. It's like pushing in there because it's so tight. I don't know if I'd even touched this one last year. I might have to put something on that and let it sit into the threads. I'm gonna let that sit or come back to it. All right, well, I had to take a run to pick up my kid, and I don't know if you can tell, but it got a little too dark, so I'm not gonna be working anymore on the trucks today, but I will get back at it tomorrow. Okay, so I'm in the garage. It's another day. It's light out, but it's extremely windy. So I'm in the garage, I have the door closed for right now. We had some stuff come in. I have a Track Pro 2 ladder rack system for the truck. I also have the cantilever, over cab cantilever for it. So I'm going to take these boxes apart. I'm going to see how everything assembles. And then once I figure that out, I'll open up the door and install it on the truck. I also today have the WeatherTech floor mats for the inside of the truck. I have some new windshield wipers that I'm going to throw on it. I do need to get a tailgate hinge cup bushing, but that hasn't come in yet. And there's a couple other things I think I'm waiting for to come in. I can't remember. But yeah, let's get to this. Oh, looks like there's a top and a bottom to this. I wonder what's what. Looks like some of this is already assembled, but I might have to disassemble. Yeah, looks like that's a vertical. Well, yes, it is a vertical. But this top plate looks like it probably gets swapped out with a new plate right here. Yeah. And then from that, I'm assuming Which way would this go? Probably like that. Again, I need to look at the instructions, but I'm just going off what I see. Then the back, well, center bar at this point goes through this, these big metal brackets, and come on like this, and then front bar up there. That's what I'm putting together. Oh, this should indicate, if I am right, this will indicate which way the bar goes up. The small slot down. Oh, no, this isn't for this bar, it's for the main bars. Let's lay everything out. Let's see if I can lay them out as they're positioned. Let's see, can you guys see that? Nope. Right there. Zoom out a little. So I have them positioned where essentially they'll go on the truck like that. That's my theory. That'll be the back of the truck, this will be the front of the truck. I'm gonna have to make a little space. Instructions. Oh, more hardware. I wish I had a tall enough garage door where I could just do this in the garage, but if I put these racks on in here, I won't be able to get out. instructions. Let me look over these, and then I'll get to assembling. Okay, well, I do have the benefit of, I've already assembled one of these, so I do have a very good idea of what it is. But these are very explanatory instructions. They help, like the diagrams actually show you how each individual piece goes and everything like that, which is nice. And it goes step by step, what you'll need and all that type of stuff, so they're good. But for the grand scheme of things, I don't need to go through every single step on this. I do know the general idea of all of this. The only difference between the current system I have on one of my trucks and this system is, like I said, those brackets right there, but they do exactly what I said. You take off one of these brackets, you put one of those brackets on, and then that bracket bolts to that bracket on top of here, and the old main rail goes through it, and then this bolts through that, and then this bolts onto these. So yeah, it's a lot of little steps, but it goes along. All the clamps and whatnot I have to assemble beforehand, get all those ready. I might even put, they have anchor tie down points that go onto these racks themselves, so I might put those on. But yeah, I'm gonna start working on some of this. A lot of little bags for this stuff to keep it all separate, and I'm just putting it all together. But it's all right. One, two, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. We are going to start with all of these, get started threading into this bottom end right here. And this says it needs a, let's see, what Allen? 730 seconds or 3/16. So I'm going to start with 3/16, my first guess, and that's wrong. So let's go to the 730 seconds, which actually I believe I have in the socket. Okay, I didn't have it in a socket, I did have it on a T-handle. So, it is oddly tough. I don't know if it's the first time or what, but I put Never Seas on here to try and help get it in, but I am fighting this. Like, I have a 15-inch adjustable wrench holding this edge right here, and I have my T-handle Allen wrench on this, and I am cranking and cranking, and it's a fight to get in. I double checked with the instructions. These are the correct bolts for this. They are threading in, but it's like, I don't know, whatever coating they put in this got all the way in the threads and just chewed up the threads. Or not chewed up, I shouldn't say that, but clogged up the threads. So I don't have any tap that I can rerun to clean the threads out. That would probably be ideal, but I guess I got to do this. Well, this is what I've resorted to. I have a vise. Normally you have a vise bolted down, but I have a vise that's on a board that I clamp down so I can move it around. So I have a vise clamped down to my work area. Then I have my adjustable wrench clamped in the vise because I can't put this directly in the vise. It's just too awkward shaped. But I have the adjustable wrench in the vise. That is clamped down on the bar of this. And I'm trying to eliminate some of the wiggle because I'm getting a lot of wiggle when I'm holding it by my hand. So let's try this. It might end up being dark again by the time I get these done. I have to do 8 of them, and I've only got 2 done, and it's going really slow. This is this is really disappointing. These are supposed to be high quality racks, and they can't even get the threading correct. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, so I got the 8th done, and I can tell it's exactly what's happening is all these little frays in here are little flakes of paint, chips of paint and whatnot. It's not actually the aluminum of the case or the stainless steel of the bolt. That's all just paint. And what's happening is exactly what I thought. The paint got inside the threads. The bolt is trying to tear the paint out. Right there. The bolt is trying to tear the paint out, but it's getting jammed in the threads. Once I pass through about a 1/2 inch of the bolt, it starts to get easier. So It's still very unfortunate that a company like this would do something like that. Not everyone's going to have a thread and die, or thread and tap, I should say, to clean out these threads beforehand. It's taken me, for 8 of these, it has taken me an hour and a half to get them. Yeah, a little obnoxious for that. I'm going to do 2 more, because technically this came with a toolbox mount. That's what these are for, right here. And I don't know if I'm ever going to have a toolbox on this truck in the future, so I want to keep them. And the best way to keep them together is just have the bolts in it, and that'll be safe. All right, so let's get those done. These are the right Allen keys because they do fit, but I'm assuming at the manufacturer they had the same issue with the threads binding up, because they are slightly distorted or contorted, and the Allen key doesn't like to go in perfect. Even though those are brand new, the cantilever kit came with its own, I'm assuming for some reason, so we will use those. Yeah, I might have spoke too soon about getting chewed up. The brand new ones are the same thing. It goes in, but you gotta wiggle it in. Okay, now do the other side. I'm skipping forward a little because I want to try and do as much in here as possible outside of the cold and wind. So we have our square T nut, or well, this is just a nut that the upper rail is going to actually slide into, but that I won't be able to get in later, so I want to put it in now. And this is going on here, and for that I need which bolts were those? That's where these 1, 2, 3, 4, except I only need 2 for this side. So that goes in here. And then this goes in here. Still gives me access to that on the underside to tighten it. I'm not going to actually tighten these completely tight. I'm just going to leave them stuck. And the reason is, when I go to put this whole section on the truck, I want to be able to adjust this if I need to. And if they're perfectly tight, I won't be able to adjust it. So the reason I want to adjust it is because the other bar is going to be 5 feet away. And I want the rail to be able to adjust and go in line. All right, so I'm going to get that side done, and then I believe at that point it is time to go outside. Oh no, I might be able to put those on here as long as they don't block this. So I'll check that. Well, this has proven to be a pain in the butt with the Allen wrench, so I am probably going to go buy a socket that is this Allen size, or see if I have one somewheres. Alright, well, I got a socket for the socket wrench. Hopefully this goes better, but the sun has already set it, so I only got maybe 10 minutes of light left. Go figure. This has taken much longer than it really should have. And a lot of it is because of those screws. Well, let's see how this goes. I think I like my other design a little better. It's the same brand, but it's older. These are wicked sloppy loose. The other one, those are in a track, and they stay tight, or snug at least. snug. But the first one, never got this on. So I have to loosen that up enough to get this on. I'm going to tighten this one up fairly snug, and the other side I'm not going to go as tight. That way I can adjust from that side. That's my thought, at least. I don't think you guys can even see anything anymore. It got so dark. But I got the front rack 75% assembled. I still have to put the bracing that goes across in here. Again, can you even see my hand? I don't know. There's bracing that has to go in. Here, let's go to this one. Across, where's my hand? Right here. Across this corner right here. And I have to tighten everything. The back, I'm not even going to bother recording because it's just going to be too dark. Alright, well, it's been a little bit of a skip. A couple of reasons. I got I'm filming on a GoPro Hero 10, brand new. I got it because I had this GoPro Hero 7 and I was having some issues, this, that, and the next thing. So I had to wait for the new camera to come in. While the new camera came in, I also got this case, so this should help me kind of organize and keep control of everything. So that'll be good. But okay, that was a little sidetrack. Let's get back to, sorry, just closing this, the actual truck. Like I said, it's been a while. I have the concrete weights in here because the other day we were gonna get snow and weatherman didn't know what was going on. We didn't get any snow, but I got the partial wrap on the truck, so this is the tailgate. The last clip I was in the middle of putting these ladder racks on and it just got so dark you couldn't actually see anything, but these are the ladder racks. I got all the supports and the tie down hooks and the top brackets and everything on. Already been in use for a couple weeks now and they're great, just like I was expecting. Again, finish the supports, the tie down hooks and all that. Here is the decal on the door, and I got the plow installed. Now, this plow is actually going to be used on that truck, but it was just installed on this truck because it's interchangeable. The reason now this plow is getting used on that truck is because I do that truck and I do parking lots with this one, sorry. This truck is going to be doing driveways, so it does not need the 9.5 foot blade. Yeah. Here is the new truck, the new plow, and the new dump trailer. Let's go over this new dump trailer. So it is a B-Wise Ultimate dump. It is a 7x16, 15,500 pound rated. It has a lot of features that I really like and I've been pleased with. So this is the battery compartment and the control pump. It's got these two control levers. So there's the diagram for the control levers. Basically, with this lever up, it's on auxiliary, so it controls this, and right now it has a power up and down jack, and if you turn it this way, so like that, it has a power up and down ramp gate. And then this right here, if you just turn it like that, it controls the dump bed itself. Now, the reason why all that's so nice is, one, the dump, it just dumps. I don't have to pick stuff up out of it. But two, it has this nice big ramp gate. This ramp gate will fold down and I can drive my Bobcat right into it. Also, when we're loading it up with heavy trash and debris, we can just walk right up into it a lot easier rather than picking up over the sides. It also will fold up so I can dump material out of it and it's not in the way. Trailer also has the prop leg jacks for when I'm loading the Bobcat. Has these fold down sides. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Like that. And let's unlock this. And it folds this side down. So it has 4 panels that will all fold down. If you look on the inside, it's got the 2-foot lip, and then, well, it's about a little 2.5 foot, I believe it is, and then a 1.5 foot lip on top that folds down. But it's got 4-foot sides inside, 7x16. I want to say it was just over 15 yards that it can hold of debris and trash. I've already been using it for a couple months now and love the thing. It's been filled and dumped quite a few times already, and it is great. It also has this manual tarp to go over. Not automatic, so it's not power, but it does have auto recoil, so it's like a spring recoil in there, so that's nice. And this is the ramp I was talking about. That will fold down and also fold up as needed. Let me put this side back up and let's go underneath it. And oh yeah, it is remote control. Do I have the remote control? So it does control by this. So that'll lift it up and down. But it also has a wireless remote control. That is right here. Turn on. Nope, on. Did I? Uh-oh, I think my battery might be dead. Yeah, the battery's dead on the remote control. But needless to say, it is a wireless remote control. I guess I have to change the battery on that. And this will lift up. So let's lift this up. I'm not going to go all the way. There's no need to go all the way right now. But the reason why this is nice is it has this underbody storage. So I keep my binders and stuff in there. If I have shovels and rakes and everything, I can keep that in there as well. Nice, great place because I can lock this box closed. This will be down, and now that's a locked storage area, so no one can steal my binders, chains, or shovels, or any of that stuff. So that's good. It also carries my spare tire under there. Yeah. And as you can see, I got this wrapped with the logo. That looks good. Now on the back, this is the side that everyone's going to see while they follow me. It's got the support bars in it, so it's kind of a little cut up, but they can still definitely make it out. Yeah. I might end this video at this because we haven't got any snow. I was hoping to have this part of my snow plowing for the year, but like I said, we haven't got any snow. I bought a new truck, I bought a new plow. I kind of jinxed us. We're probably not going to get snow. I really hope not. I hope we do get snow. Gotta pay for this somehow. All right, well, if I do end this here, hope you guys enjoyed watching.